So today's lesson is on sample space and tree diagrams, and they're very related. Sample space just means what are the outcomes that you could get. So if you roll a die, the outcomes that you get are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you spin a spinner that's 4 sections, red, white, blue, and green, your outcomes are red, white, blue, and green. Now, if you roll the die and spin the spinner, you could get a 1 and a red, a 1 and a white, a 1 and a green. So you see how we can get more complicated that way. So we're going to look at how. So next we're going to talk about your notes. Which this is the page that looks just like your notes, and we're going to talk about the sample space. So we said the sample space describes all of the possible outcomes these styluses of an event. Sample space can be shown or displayed, however you want to say it, with lists, tables, or tree diagrams. And we're going to be using a lot of the tree diagrams to determine the probability of simple or compound. And compound is just more than one event. So, let's say we had the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys playing a football game. What are the possible outcomes of the game? Well, there are 2 outcomes, right? 2 outcomes. New England wins, or the Cowboys win. And let me tell you, we definitely want New England to win, because the Philadelphia Eagles do not get along well with the Cowboys. All right, a number cube is rolled. What are the possible outcomes? We really talked about this already. We said 1, you could get 2, you could get 3, you could get 4, you could get 5, or you could get a 6. Okay, next we're going to practice a problem. Amy wants to buy new skates. Her choices are, she could get a 4, a 5, or a 6. She could get silver or gold, or she could get tassels or hearts on her shoelaces. So how many options are there? You're going to take the sizes and you're going to put them across, and it doesn't really matter which part you pick. I always just go with the first one. Like you could do silver and gold on top. It doesn't really matter. Now, if you pick size 4, you still might get silver or gold. If you pick size 5, you can get silver or gold. And if you pick size 6, you can get silver or gold. Now, let's say you get size 4, silver. You could have tassels or hearts. Size 4 gold with tassels or hearts. Size 5 silver, tassels or hearts. Size 5 gold, tassels or hearts. That should be an H. And size 6 silver, tassels or hearts. And size 6 gold, tassels or hearts. Okay, so now how many options are there? To find the number of options, you look at the bottom of the tree right there, and you count how many options you have in there. So you've got 1, oops, I didn't mean to do that. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 options. So how many options are there? There are 12. What's the probability that she's going to choose tassels? So now you have to go to all the options with tassels. Let me do that in a different color. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the probability that she's going to choose tassels is 6 out of 12, or 1/2. Now, you could have gotten the number of options by just multiplying these 3 items up here. So how many sizes do you have? 3. Times how many colors? 2. Times how many details? 2. So you get 12. Doesn't that match this 12? It does. But it would be much harder to answer this question without making the tree. So that's why we like to make the tree, because we can answer detail questions. Okay, let's look at one more example. And this is true. I am choosing carpets for my new house. My options are, I can pick those designs and the price per square foot. So how many options do I have? So I'm going to start with my color, white, gray, beige. My design, there's 3 choices for my design: plain, waffle design, looks like a waffle, and polka dot has like, not really polka dots in it, but like indentations. And then we have plain, waffle, polka dot, plain, waffle, polka dot. And the price could be 6 or 7, 6 or 7, 6 or 7. Same thing here. 6 or 7, 6 or 7, and 6 or 7. Same thing over here. It is a little tedious. Okay, so now let's answer the questions. How many options do I have? So if you remember, we said you're always going to go to the bottom of the tree to count up the options. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 options. And now I could do that by doing 3 white, gray, beige times 3 times 2, and I get 18. What's the probability of choosing a white carpet? So that would be everything that's here. So it would be 1, oops, I always do that, don't I? It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 18, or 1/3. So hopefully that helps you be able to do the worksheet that you have to do tonight or today. And so you're going to do your best. And then make sure when you do these, you check them the next morning, because it's really important that you see how you're doing. Okay.